beta airdrop campaign that just dropped on January 5th. The airdrop in question has to do with the immensely popular Web3 game Pixels. Now, if you're like me, when you heard about this or you're hearing about this for the first time, you're probably like, what is this game? And how can I earn an airdrop? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can probably put yourself in the best spot to qualify, and you could do it all without paying a single cent. So if that interests you, make sure you stay tuned. Remember, nothing I say in this video is financial advice, but you should do your own research. And at the end of the day, if you've watched this video or others and you're confused in Web3, you need support, guidance, coaching, whatever, we have a private group. You can join that in the membership area of YouTube. So Pixels is a sort of social casual MMO, and they are about to launch their token $sign Pixel. It's right around the corner. So they ask, are you ready to be a part of history? The Play to Airdrop 2.0 begins now. So you can see I liked it. Basically, they have seen some incredible growth. They've gone up to 100,000 daily active wallets, and you can play the game right now. In fact, a couple of days ago, I got really immersed within the game when I heard the announcement, and I've learned a lot. So I'm going to show you guys sort of the tips and tricks that will make you not waste any time and sort of maximize this potential. And then we can talk about like what's the likelihood and everything else like this. So in the game, Pixel will become the premium currency, and it's going to be a token that you can trade as well for dollars. And they want to give their community a chance to earn some Pixel of their own before it launches. So there's a bunch for 2 weeks. Players are going to compete to earn badges. We'll go through all that stuff later. And the 5 main ways that you can earn airdrop points is to own NFTs, in this case, Pixel's Farmland. We'll go through that. Actually, you know what? We'll go through that right now. Pixel's Farmland is so expensive. If you were to ask me, should you get this? I would say no. I've had people DM me about this. Remember, we're trying to do it for free. Yes, you could do it if you want to. I personally would not. Just take a look at the analytics over here. If you look at the last 90 days, let's see right here, their land has gone up from like 0.16 ETH all the way up to a high of 2.2 ETH. And it's come down slightly, but it's been insane activity, right? Like the December 31st, they had 459 sales. So it's not really a cheap investment. And I told you guys we want to do this for free. We got Sergeant Filthy McNasty here. Thank you. How's it going? The next thing, and sort of what I think we can do, is complete quests. So these are things that you can do. They will take a few minutes depending on what you're doing. You also earn badges, and those badges are done by completing certain activities. You climb the leaderboard by getting points, and you refer new friends by giving people your referral link. Now, one of the things I have done is I have seen with people doing airdrop videos that they sort of use this as an opportunity to show their links. I will not be including a referral link for Pixels just to prove a point. I'm sharing this with you guys because I think this is really cool alpha, something you should check out. Honestly, don't use my referral link. That's how confident I am. Other YouTubers are making videos on stuff that they don't believe in just so they can get an additional person referring them or doing whatever. So that's sort of where I stand with this. Okay. So those are the badges, and they have this last thing called the reputation score. I'll talk about that in a second as we move on. What I really want to talk to you guys about is this token. And I'm going to sort of pass through all of what the utility is because, I mean, honestly, for the most part, unless you get super into this game, you won't care. But what you will care about is how do you earn this play to earn or play to airdrop and who qualifies. So You have to be playing the game, obviously, to qualify for it. And this campaign runs for 2 weeks. So January 5th to January 19th. We're January 7th. So if you're watching this either today, tomorrow, January, like maybe until January 8th or 9th, you probably still got a decent shot. Now, the top 7,000 players on the Play to Airdrop leaderboard will qualify for the airdrop. So this is a very dynamic figure. It really depends on how active people are. It's not like other games where people can sort of multi-wallet, multi-account and sort of stack. They've actually accounted for that. So they have this thing called a reputation score. And if people ever do activities that, well, let's just say are sus, well, their reputation score takes a nosedive. So if you have 2 accounts and one account is giving all their stuff to somebody or to another one of your accounts, it looks sus, right? Because why would you ever do that? So to prevent people from taking advantage of it, this reputation score is really smart. Then 1,000 players that have a score over 3,000 will randomly be selected to also receive some pixel allocation. So we want to make sure that we hit this box over here, the score over 3,000. Remember, not most accounts won't have over 3,000. A lot of people have multi-wallets in the past that maybe they open up an account and they didn't really sort of work on it. And then finally, the higher your reputation score, the better you get a multiplier and such. Now, qualifying participants from the first play to airdrop will still receive pixel. That's also important to know in case you've played this before. So that's pretty much it for the announcement. I'll let you read through all the rest if you want to. Ronin Wallet is the wallet you will need if you want to play pixels, if you want to participate. And the rest of this video is really going to be a guide on how to get started and exactly what you can do to make sure you minimize the waste that comes about by sort of like wasting like your moves. Because the way this game works is you have a limited amount of energy every single day. It doesn't reset, it just regenerates slowly over time. So you have your energy and you have to make sure that you are getting a good return on investment. Sometimes, you could do everything, but everything has an opportunity cost, basically. So the first step is getting Ronin Wallet. I think this is the same wallet used for Axie Infinity. Links to everything I've shown are in the description below. Then we go to the Pixels website. You can either go to play for free or you can join the community. That's their Discord link, also in the description below. They sort of show you some of the things that they got going on. You can play with your friends. You can earn rewards. You can build your own world. So this is like, even if you don't own land, you can buy what's called a spec and create your own land. And then you earn, basically everything you do is to earn more berry token and to create like a self-sustaining farm. So there are games like this, like I think Stardew Valley or whatever. A lot of these like sort of Web 2 games that do this, they've built a Web 3 version. So we're going to hit play for free, and I'm going to sort of sign up basically as a new user, and just to show you guys how this works. So you click connect with Ronin wallet extension, wallet thing, waiting on communication. Let me just make sure this works. Got to change this around. Okay, whatever. I can't figure out how to sort of switch it to the other wallet. So I've already created one called test123 or whatever. So we'll hit start game. And the way the game works is you go in and you see I start with 1,000 energy. And the first quest is with this guy named Barney. What I have to do is basically, she shows me how to farm. So whenever you want to get going, use your keyboard or mouse to get close to me. Click on me to see what I have to say. So on the bottom, you have what's called popberry seeds. You see me carry that right here. I'm now going to take this and put it on the farmland. And now I need water. So what I'll do is I'll talk to Barney, and Barney will now tell me, because this is more of a tutorial mode. Once the seed's been planted, she'll need some time to grow. While it does that, we'll need to take care of it. First, we'll need to water it. So I put a rusty watering can in your inventory. Bit old, should do the trick just fine. So we now have the watering can in our inventory. And what I'm going to do is I click over here, grab it, and water that. Now, what'll happen is if I mouse over, it'll take about 3 minutes normally to sort of get taken care of. And you notice my energy level went down because every time you do a task in this game, your energy is not like significantly reduced, but every activity has a different exertion. So we'll talk to Barney here. What Barney will say is watering your seeds, make sure that they last long enough to be harvested. Remember to hydrate yourself as well. Water is the source of life, blah, blah, blah. And now he's given us some fertilizer, which is a cheat code. You can use it on that seed to make it grow faster. So we'll use this fertilizer on that seed. And now we have this pop berry ready. What I'll do now is I will talk to Barney again, and he will give me some shears to cut it. So I got my shears. I will cut it. And this is going to be the end of the tutorial mode, I think. A job well done. Now I got the pop berry. So now look at the inventory to find it. If you're tired, you can eat the fruits to restore some energy. This is a terrible idea, but I have to do it for the tutorial. And the reason it's terrible is it actually costs you more energy to create the pop berry than you get from eating it. But pop berry is, one of many ingredients that you will learn if you play this game that you need to sort of build other things out. And people will pay you a pretty penny to get those. So now we'll talk to Barney once more. Now that we have a watering can and a shears, which is very important, Barney is saying that if you ever feel like having a farm of your own, my buddy Dale is a man to see. You can find him in the plot office, blah, blah, blah. So says all this stuff. Take a few extra seeds. See ya. So he's given us some seeds. We're now going to get teleported to the main place. And this is Dale. So Ranger Dale gives us, let's go talk to him. So the way this game works is I'm this little avatar on the bottom. You see me moving like left, right, left, right, left, right. I'll put my mouse over, click on Ranger Dale. I handle the allocation of farmland, blah, blah, blah. Come here when you get ready for your own farmland, but you can farm on just about any farm you find. Just go east on the Rainbow Road, or wait, is it west? So the thing is, if you want to sort of get into this game, like there are a lot of tricks, and I've dissected a ton of YouTube content and reading Discords online and everything to learn from the best. Going left and right is pointless here. If you're going to a farm, what you should do is you should always use this computer. When you get this computer, and once you've bookmarked lands, actually, you know what? I'll just show you them. So I'll click on this. I will type in, I saved some, so just give me 1 second. I saved the numbers, I believe, of some of the farms that are important. Did I still have them? I think 4139 was one of them. Well, we'll see. If not, whatever. But basically, what you want to do is you want to go to farms that have a lot of resource capabilities. So at any point, if you hit this like little green button, it zooms you out. So I can see here they've got like a windmill, and this is actually not a good farm. They've got like a chicken coop, and they've got like a plot to do my farming. So I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to show you what I do. J-Dub, I've been playing this for a few days now. It's great. Yeah, it is quite fun. It is quite fun and very addictive. And the nice thing is, no matter what you do, after a certain amount of activities, you run out of energy, so you can't do any more. So I'm going to do that same thing where I plant. I now water. And now that I've done watering, it will take about a minute for these to be completed. One of the things I will show you is there's a button here, yellow, called skills, and it will tell me the various different skills I have. So I'm working on my farming skill, which is currently at level 1. Yeah, so motivation, from what I believe, they've already done a season 1 airdrop, and season 2 is going to be another airdrop with a ton of tokens. One thing I will tell you is this game has a ton of free stuff for their players. So like they just gave out pets, like those pets were worth like 1 Ethereum if you won them, and you just won them for playing the game, going in and using tickets in the carnival and stuff like that. Imagine being able to win 1 Ethereum on free games and being able to do it. I don't want to say like very easily, but hey, like you paid 0 and you're able to do it, and you earn a ton of stuff. And by playing in this, you build up an economy that you can just sell to people. So I like this because they've made this game sort of whale proof. You can't just come in here, throw a ton of money and win. Unless, I mean, you can buy the farms and I guess like proxy, get support. The way these lands work, or the farms, everyone can use any farm, but you give I think a small portion of what you create back to the farmers. So the farmers will earn something, whereas you know, in the absence of it, you wouldn't. So like, I think that's their way of getting people to hold on to those lands. So now that we have these ready, I will go and share them. Now, let's say I like this farm, which I don't, but I'm never going to use this account again. I will go here, click on 4139 at the front. I can click bookmark. By bookmarking this, if I ever want to teleport to it at any point, all I got to do is click this little purple green button here, land and bookmarks. So go to Terravilla will take me back. So I'll just click that first. So by clicking this, I end up in the town square, which is right here. By clicking this again, I can click the bookmark button and I can click 4139 and it will teleport me right back to where I was at that farm. So these are just like some, you know, quick and easy things that you can do. So that's one thing. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Bucks Galore. So let's just go up here. So you want to talk to this person, Hazel. We'll click on Hazel. Welcome to the Bucks Galore. Dale sent you. He's a funny fella. Well, this is the place to be if you're looking to trade for sure. You should probably go out, blah, blah, blah. So Hazel gives us 10 berry, which is like the in-game currency that not as strong as Pixel, but like in terms of money-wise. But berry is the currency that you use within the game right now. It's like sort of the gaming token. So then what I'll do is, let's see if I talk to Hazel. Cool, take a look at our wares. I will now click this, open it up. Now I can sell my pop berries for 3 each. And this is what I did when I first started. So I would get like, I currently have 6 pop berries. I would get 18. What you can do, if you can wait like a few seconds, is literally go to this. Actually, you know what? I'll go to buy to see prices. And I will go and type in pop berry, view listings. And people are buying pop berry for as low, or people are selling it for as low as 587. So I'm going to go over here, click on sell, create, Popberry. You cannot list items on the marketplace. Keep playing. Your reputation score increases the more you play. Oh, that's why. I just started playing, so they don't want me to do that. But if you're someone who's played for a little longer than 2 minutes, like I just have, you should be able to sell on there. So for now, I'll just sell to Hazel at 3x. So you click here, you hit max, you're good to go. Okay. So that is me selling to her. Now, the top right of the screen, when it opens, you want to look at this. These are the quests you can do. So somebody named Jill is asking for help. I'm sure I don't know if you can see this. Help lumber Jill cut down some trees near her cabin. So we'll close. I hate when I zoom in. Okay. I shouldn't have zoomed in. Oh well. Okay. So I'll just go down here. Let's go find Jill. I did this quest 2 days ago, so I remember. So she's right here. Why my screen is being all weird. All right. Hey there, traveler. You got a minute? Cool. I'd like to ask you for a favor, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she's going to give me an axe and ask me to like hit these X's. So I'll click on it. Because I zoomed in, I can't see my energy. So I will refresh right after to check it out. And we'll click X this out too. And this is just to get like the wood, and we'll do it here too. And it says in the top, you see like it says how many chops are left. And we'll do that too. Cool. And by walking into it, I grab this. No. Cool. Now we'll talk to Jack. My name's Jack, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now, all we got to do is talk to Jill. And that's the end of our quest. So she's going to give us the axe and say hi to Jack on your way out. So we do that. Met a girl on Timber once, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm going to refresh. Hopefully, I had zoomed in like an idiot. I need to sort of zoom out potentially. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to avoid doing that next time just because it made it harder, but I wanted you guys to see what it was saying. I'll just read it out next time. So what's really cool is when you start up, the game has gotten very busy. So what they do is they allow you to join on different servers. So you don't have to sort of, if one server is congested, you can sort of go to the other, right? You can also go to like, what is it? The dashboard, which is right here in purple, open it up. And by doing that, you can sort of see like where you stand. So my wallet, sort of membership. So you can pay for what's called VIP membership. I actually did this on one of my accounts because I wanted to play the game a little more. It just lets me get a 400 energy boost every 8 hours. And I paid for it for a year to support the game, right? Like I said, you don't need to do any of this to qualify for the airdrop, but I wanted to really like get into the game, play it a little bit more, make some content, and I wasn't going to be able to do that if I didn't get to experience it more, given that I've only played it for like 2 days at this point. I've watched a ton of videos and read a lot of stuff, but I have only played it for 2 days. So VIP is okay. What it does is it gives you a different color tag. You have to click a block every like 8 hours in the sauna. So there's a place called the sauna, which refills your energy by 200, and you can do it just once a day. But the people who made this game are so smart, because what they also did was they have AMAs, and they have a place called the theater. If you go into the theater while the AMA is on, you get your energy kind of brought back. So what it does is it gets people excited, even more excited to hear from the team when all that stuff is going on. Now, you have to, the leaderboard is what we want to monitor. I don't think it'll show me. Like, so this is just like these small leaderboards. I'm looking for like the player leaderboard, which maybe I'll see it. So the Pixels Airdrop Season 2, the contest, right? So I currently have 250 points. I've been playing for what, like 5-10 minutes. But there's so many things that we can do. Referral link, blah, blah, blah. Top 7,000 players on the leaderboard where it win prizes, and then another 1,000 get it for over 3,000. So, there's a bunch of work that we can do because there's a lot of quests that we can play. So we'll go back. We'll hit play now. It's authenticating. And you see here it says World 14. I can click on this and pick any world I want. I'll pick World 22 because no one's on it. It's going to be the same thing, the same people, but the speed is going to be way faster, right? So we'll go here, just go up here, and I'll click on this again to see what quest I have. So sticks and planks. It's time to learn how to make some cool wooden things. Somebody saw a wooden bench to the east. So we'll go this way. East is that way. And we will do that. You see my energy is 940. That's because I've used a bunch of energy chopping down that tree. So now we'll go here. Let's scroll up. And these are all players, by the way. So we'll talk to Stan Stoller. Hello there. I need to whack out a stool for my old man Gurney. Got to recalibrate my meters for an audit. Sure. Cool. We need to craft a bundle of sticks out of some softwood. And we've got some because we just did that quest with Jill. We cut down the tree, right? So now we'll go to the woodworking bench. And by the way, these are all like almost like tutorials because they want us to learn how to use each of these basic functions, because this will create for us the starter materials that will help us build on top, and eventually build massive things like, you build like your storage capacity and everything. So we'll go to stick, we'll hit create, and we'll just see this go. And you see it's like 10 seconds. One thing you learn is when you're looking at farms, because farms will have multiple of these, you want to find farms that have like 4 working benches. Why? Because then you can queue 4 up at a time and not have to wait the 10 seconds each time. Okay, so let's close back. Let's talk to Stan. How many does he need? 8 sticks. Okay, never mind. So we'll do this again. I really like what they've done sort of with this game, because they do what like show don't tell, right? Like they make it easy to learn, and like because you can't just sort of sit here and blitz and like turn this on and play nonstop. Even if you are paying, there is a detriment. Everything is a resource trade. So yes, there's another way to get energy, and the way to get energy is to trade your resources for energy. So like you could trade a pop berry, you can consume it, but like I said, it's costing you more to make that pop berry than what you get from eating it. You can get like an energy drink. Those energy drinks also only recover like 50 energy. So it's sort of very much like a struggle constantly. You have to weigh how much it costs to do something and what you're getting out of it, right? So a lot of people will actually, it's so cool, if you go to their Discord, they have an economy where people actually will sit there and trade services. Like if you pay them to do something, they will go do that for you, but they want more than the game would offer them. So I think it's really cool, and it allows you to be a lot more strategic in exactly what you do. So when you're doing a quest, maybe you don't go and farm, or you don't try to create a few items. You try to trade with somebody else, because you'll say, I will do this, you go do that, right? That way you don't have to sort of learn all of it, because we're looking at a 2-week time frame, and you want to maximize sort of what you do with your energy. So we're just going to sort of do this here. I've lost count on how many sticks I've created. Oh, on the bottom I have 6. So I need 2 more. Yeah. Okay, we got 1 more stick right after this. And then we'll give this to the guy. And from what I remember, he makes me walk over. I think I give it to somebody else, or I create a bench or a chair, I think. Collect. All right, we'll close here. We'll talk to him again. Great, this is a new skill. You're really branching out. Okay, we'll use those sticks to make a stool. I left the plants back on the workbench so you'll know what to do. So we'll click here. Now we can create a stool. It's something we learned. So 8 sticks, we'll hit create. And we got another 25 seconds. And then we'll go give that stool to him. And what I noticed while this was going on is we got an energy drink in our inventory. So one of the things I want you to take away if you are playing this, as much as possible, avoid selling to the actual vendor. You want to sell to other players, because vendors it's kind of like Pokemon. They give you like 1/10 the value, or in this case, they give you half the value of what it should be. And players will probably give you somewhere around how much they would pay for from the vendor, but slightly less to make it worth their while. All right, so we got that. Let's go back and talk to Stan. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep, all the legs are there. All right, so Old Man Gurney hangs out in the park behind the Drunken Goose. Then he can finally sit down. All right, so we'll go back here just so you can see. So you see Old Man Gurney is right here. So we're going to walk from over here all the way there. So now that we've done that, we'll just sort of get that going. One of the things I always forget is like after you use so much energy, your character starts moving slower. And in fact, you can buy items to make your character walk faster by like 10%. Once again, it's more of a time thing than anything else. So we'll just do that. Go up. All right. Here's Old Man Gurney, and we'll go talk to him. Thrombosis. Okay, got this stool. So now I got to go back and give him this duplex rabbit plane. All right. So we'll do that. Once again, it's just a bunch of like starter quests, and then after that, we're going to work on. What is this? Is open? Can you imagine just having a bunch of booze out like just on the ground like that? These people aren't wasting any time. One of the things I will mention is they typically have like seasonal campaigns too, and they update the game every few weeks, so it doesn't get like stale, right? Like you're constantly doing stuff. This reminds me a lot of games like RuneScape or like any sort of game where you're constantly doing different actions, so it keeps you engaged. All right, here we go. So he's gonna give us some coins. We got 20 berry. Okay, now let's go here. Cooking with Karen. All right. I think it's funny how like every time I hear the word Karen, I think of somebody who complains a lot. You know, I think that's a pop culture reference at this point. So Karen is all the way at the top in a house, and we'll go right here. So the one with the scarecrow. We'll see what she needs. Okay, talking to Karen. She looks like a Karen too. Looking for Dale. I don't know why you'd be looking for him since he never goes there where his wife is. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, see, that's a Karen for sure. All right, so we got to keep her entertained. She wants to bake a potberry pie. I have all the ingredients, but we're out of wood for the fire. So just go over there to the wood burning stove and then add some of your softwood for the fire. All right, so she's given us 4 potberries and 1 cooking mix. Cooking mix is needed for almost every recipe. So that's a good hint to have. Now we'll go to the thing over here and we move the softwood on top of it, and we've given it 6. So the thing about this and sort of what you'll see here in other places is by doing this one time, you turn that thing on. So if this is why I say find a farm that you like and don't sort of go around, like figure out where you want to do like each activity, have that place bookmarked, because you'll need certain items to get them kickstarted. Like if you want to make honey, you'll need a queen bee, but you don't want to sit there and just like try to grind it out and get it everywhere, because then you'll have to do it all over again. So you don't have to do all the quests for the airdrop motivation, but the more you do, the better, right? Like, so what I want to get people to do is 1, play the game, check it out, right? This is Web 3, which is like really cool. They found a way to do all this like gasless, right? And then the next thing is try. So at a minimum, we want to get to 3,000 points. Then if you continue to sort of build out, you may be able to sneak in sort of the top 7,000. I don't really know until I see the full leaderboard, but at a minimum, you should be qualified to get a chance at the airdrop, which I think is, could be substantial. Okay. Also, you also might end up liking this game too. So we'll now click on this. She wanted a potberry pie, so we'll hit create, and it will take 23 seconds. And these are like just a starter quest. There's a ton more, but you know what? Motivation. After I'm done this, I will show you where I have my points right now. I don't know where we see everyone else's points. I don't know if they have that calibrated yet, but you can probably find that out, or that information out in their Discord, which I've linked below. So we'll collect. Cool. We'll go back to Karen over here. Look at how moist and juicy the pie is and so hot, blah, blah, blah. All right. She's going to have the pie because she's a true Karen, and she'll keep the fire stoked. So she's given us 2 eggs. Now she's asking us for a grumpkin spiced latte from Barney's Bazaar, would perk her up right now. So she wants us to like sort of make that and bring it to her, right? It's like a kind of pumpkin spice latte thing. So what I'll do is I'm now going to go to the dashboard and show you exactly where we are on this. So we'll go back. So we've done what, like 3 quests, I think, or 4 quests. We'll go back to contests. Pixels Airdrop Season 2. Oh, it hasn't updated yet because we are still at 250. So the breakdown of the points. I don't get it. Is it opening yet? Yeah. So what I would do is I would probably wait every hour and check it out, because then we'll get an accurate indicator of your points, but that's how you check it. So we'll go back, start the game. Okay, so we're down here, and the next quest is she wants a latte, but we're gonna do some other stuff. So if you are playing this game, every day that you play the game, I'd recommend that you go up here, which is where the carnival is, and you want to grab these 2 types of seeds. One's like I think it's a candy cane seed or something, and one is the orange grumpkin seeds. Yeah, so cotton candy seeds right here. Not candy cane, cotton candy. There is candy canes, but not relevant here. We'll go this way. And now we'll go grab our orange grump seeds. We got those in here as well. And each of those, once you click on it, they say a timer of 24 hours from that point. Now we'll come back down. How much your minimum suggestion initial for this game? $0. You don't have to pay anything. If you want to get VIP, that's probably the only thing you can spend on. But like, here's my thing. Play until you use all your energy, and then ask yourself, are you enjoying yourself enough to grab the VIP? Then consider it. But don't put your money in before that. Like there's no point. Let's go talk to Fritz. Hello. I have many designs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he's not ready. I will talk to him later, and he's going to ask me for something. So I'll go down here to the sauna. So the sauna is where you can go every single day to heal up your energy, right? So they have a communal pool, which I'll show you guys. I'm not going to go into it right now. And see, all of them are in here. And they have this like VIP entrance. If you click on this, you get 400 energy, but I can't get in because I'm not a VIP. So if I go in here and I just chill here, I'm able to earn my energy back. And Luke over here will kick me out the first chance I'm out of time. And all you got to do is when you're in this, you want to make sure you keep the browser open and not like tabbing somewhere else, because then it won't count. You see my energy is ticking up slowly. It was 933.2. Now it's 935.7. So yeah. So anyways, I can come back here, but basically, I get 240 energy left to go until I'm done. You can see that sort of on the screen right now. We'll go down. How long did it take to learn the game? This is so much stuff. It literally took me a day. This is why I'm doing a summary video for you guys, because a lot of the videos from the creators in this, some people talk different languages in the middle of their videos, and it's so confusing. And a lot of them are out of order, and they don't present it from the viewpoint of somebody who's just starting. So I was looking for quest help, and what they needed to do was not what I needed to do, because they already had certain levels and such. So if you want, for example, to go and make that pumpkin or grumpkin latte, we'll just show you a second what that looks like. So I'm going to go back up, and we'll go up and to the right. So, that place what she talked about is right here, Barney's Bazaar, right? You can always, what's it called? You can always use the map feature to always see where you are, right, within the map. Now, one of the really unfortunate things when you're doing this is when you try to make this grumpkin, whatever, you need beverage master level 1. And to get that, you need to make what's called popberry wine. And popberry wine is made by going to the Drunken Goose, and he puts you on a quest where he makes you make these wine bottles. Please upload this to your channel after so I can recap. Yeah, you know what? All these live videos, you can find them on my YouTube channel. Just click the live button. I have, they're still there, but they're tabbed under live because this is a live stream. Because I wanted, a video like this, I want to make sure we go back and forth versus just me talking to the agent, because you may have some questions that I think are very good that I want to make sure I can answer right now. Okay, so we'll just scroll down here, and there's a person named Winona on the bottom left, which we're not going to talk to yet, but I'm going to show you her. She's right here. Okay, that's Winona. Here is the press. But before we can do that, we need to go to the Drunken Goose. In the Drunken Goose, we talk to this individual right here. Where is he? At the desk. Goose. Oops. Okay, Goose. Phew, he's lightheaded, blah, blah, blah. He's going to pass out. He needs 24 bottles of potberry wine. So he's asking if we can do that for him. And he's going to split the profits with us. So we're going to go back down. And this allows me to start using the press and sort of doing that quest. You always want to make sure you talk to the people before you do the things, or they won't count in what you do. And then you're going to end up using more energy than you need, right? Because these are all trainer quests. So we'll talk to Winona first before doing anything. Welcome to the winery. I'm Winona. Wine o'clock. All right, cool. Now we'll do the press. Bottle of potberry wine. I need the following things. I need 3 eggs, 10 cooking mix, and 24 potberries. So what I will do is I will go and I'm going to fly over. I'll hit the bookmark button. I'll go back to that land we showed you. And this is where I'm going to start farming to get some of those things, because that's how we have to do it. The cooking mix costs like $10 on the market. I tried buying that cooking mix from other individuals. Wait, did I forget to do that? So here's an amateur move that I made. I have to go back to Terravilla because I didn't buy the seeds from that lady. Those seeds are 1 berry each. And remember, she gives me 3 for every one that I create. So it doesn't take long to sort of outpace that. So we go to the Bucks Galore, which is our convenience store, let's just say. We'll click on this button. Potberry seeds. I'm going to max this out. 48. No point not doing that. We'll now go to, oops. I'll do that again. I just did that somewhat fast. Okay. Now we'll go to our land that we bookmarked. Scroll up. I like to sit in the middle because then I can just sort of do all of these without moving. Because if something's too far, then it won't work. So you got to do that. You got to plant the seeds, and then you got to water them. And then once they're ready, you shear them. So we'll just do that a couple times to get the money for what I need to do. Okay, now we'll just chill here. She's got like 35 seconds, and then we'll do it again. So I'm trying to move some inventory around. Cool. And I have my energy drink that maybe I'll use just because this is an account that I'm not going to use after the fact. I just want to do this to show you guys how you can do these things from the start versus having to do this when you've already like pretty much done the game and all this other stuff. So we got this in here. But if you're watching this video, you should easily be able to get to 3,000 points in a few days, maybe even 2 days of just doing this. And then you decide if you want to keep playing and going for a spot in the top 7,000. But, you know, doesn't seem like that bad of an idea, especially since 1, it's free. So like, you know, whatever. And number 2, you know, like it's confirmed. So like, it's basically only upside. You're basically free rolling on this, and that's the way I look at this versus going, oh well, you know, it's a chance only. Well, it's a chance if you only do the bare minimum, but you could do a lot more than that, but you don't have to, right? It really depends. If you don't like these games either, like straight up, you could literally just invest in like other tokens, like especially the IBCs like Injective, Celestia, and like Atom. And I think those are, you know, a really good passive way to do it. But if you like games and stuff, you know, like I actually find this a little addictive because I can't play long enough where I would burn out by doing this. I'm not one of those people who can play like World of Warcraft for like, I don't know, like 20 hours a day. But I can definitely play this for like 25 minutes to half an hour. It's not a problem. Especially when you're farming. Like farming takes a lot out of the character. I'm already at 800 of this. And if I go to skills, I'm almost at level 2 for farming. And when you get the levels up, you're able to do more. Like you're able to farm better berries. And so like, once again, your ROI increases, right? It always matters, like in terms of what resources people want. So we're almost done here. We got 8 more seeds. We'll just do this here. Water this here. And you see like I'm bound to 775. Well, the first day I did this, I had no idea that energy was capped or anything. So I was like, oh, once it was done, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I would have been more strategic on my day 1. And day 2, I definitely was. And that's also when I decided to get VIP because, hey, you know, I like the game. It was a lot of fun. We'll put the watering can over here. I just like having my stuff in order. So it's like watering can, shears. All right. And we'll have the shears ready for when this is done. And then once we're done, we'll go back to Bucks Galore to sell this stuff. And we'll see. How much the VIP? So here. Once we're done this, I'll show you. Okay. So we're going to go back to Terravilla, and once we're back into Terravilla, I will open up the dashboard to show you like what that looks like. Okay, so we'll go to dashboard in the top right, open Pixels dashboard. Membership. So it's 19 W RON for 3 months. I believe a RON token was, let me just check again. I thought it was like $1.50 or something. Yeah, so a RON token is like $1.50 US. And you know, it'll cost you 19 times $1.50. So like, what is it? $27 for 3 months of VIP, right? That's not per month, that's one time. And like I said, this is why, you know, if you want to if you like the game, then consider doing it. Just make sure, like run through your 1,000 energy plus like boosts from sauna and whatever, and then go, hey, would I play this a little more? Like it only gets you an extra 1,200 energy a day, but you've got to be there. So every 8 hours when it refreshes, you've got to claim it because it's sort of like a winding down clock. If you don't go, like if you sort of let it run for 10 hours, then it's only 8 hours from the time you claim for the extra energy. So just something that you got to think about. Now what we'll do is we'll go back, talk to Hazel, or not Hazel, we'll go to the counter. You know what? I'm going to see if I can sell. I'm going to see if I can sell now yet, or if I need to still wait a little longer to sell. Popberry ad. You cannot list, keep playing. Okay. Yeah, not yet. Still haven't played long enough to sell it this way. That was a good learning for me. I didn't realize you couldn't do that. All right, now we'll go here. Max, we got 144. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to go and buy max again of this. And this is the last time we're farming today. I'm only doing this to sort of show you guys like how to get this quest. And no, I'm gonna see if I can go to another farm. I think the farm was 4137, not 4139, but we're gonna go and check it out. So I'm gonna walk over and see. And top farms is where Dale is. So if you're ever looking for him, you gotta go this way. And then here's that Dale guy that we talked to last time. And now we go here. Let's try 4137. It always puts something random. And you can also look up lands as well. So Pixels lookup. I think you can do that here, right? Search lands. I put the link to this in the description below as well. Why is this not working right now? Because you can like find a lot of information on here. It's like a sort of compendium. You know what? While that's doing it, I'm just gonna go. All right, 4137. Let's try this one. Here we go. So this is the one I like. So we're going to bookmark this one. The other one sucks. And the reason I like this is you can literally this person's really smart. Like they made it so I can just click this button and it goes up, and I can just keep clicking on this, and I can go like this the same way, you know? And you see my energy is just drastically coming down. And we'll do the same thing on this side. A bunch of, it's a good thing I don't have arthritis in the family or anything like that. That would be bad. All right, and now that we've done that, we're gonna go and water this. So this is why I like this land. This is one of the YouTube creators who owns this one. And I mean, I think this guy owns like 3 or 4 different lands, but like, it's so cool. Like just being able to do this here, pretty sweet. And this way, once I'm done this, I can just shear like very easily. Whereas last time you saw, it took me a little longer, right? Really cool setup. Really actually like ingenious if you think about it. And I'll get my shears ready to cut this up when it's ready. We got Larry in the house. Yes, Larry actually messaged me on Twitter saying, hey, have you checked out this game, Pixels? And like, this is like literally like, I just spent the last 10 hours just watching video after video after video, trying to learn about what I'm supposed to do, trying to hear from all those sort of creators. So it's funny, but it's such a cool game. And like, I love a lot of what they've done. Like, I think a lot of games could learn from what Pixel has done to sort of get people engaged. And also like in a way that, you know, people don't feel like they've got to like make some significant investment to actually get involved, right? Like crypto is like, I always say this, crypto is like, it's challenging. It can be brutal at times, you know? Sorry, not too far. Okay, cool. So we got those done. Now we'll just do another set, and then we're good to go back and finish that quest. So we'll go here. Just plant those seeds. Do the same thing over and over again. My character's walking really faster, like so. Sometimes it can like get me out of range of the plant, or like me planting these things. All right. You see, I have 400 energy left. 435. So we gotta just get this good. Unlocked heartberry seeds. Yeah, so as I'm doing this, it's unlocking a bunch more extra seeds because I'm getting a ton of farming experience. And you see all those things going on. So while that's waiting, let's see my skills. So on skills, I'm level 2 in farming, and I'm almost level 2 in woodwork. So I'm just constantly monitoring that because these are the things that will unlock other activities, and that lets you complete quests. So we're just gonna go here. By the way, somebody who has yellow on them, these people have VIP. Anyone who has yellow on them have VIP. Like you see this one, it's white. All right, so let's go do this. Going to grab all those pop berries. I know it's probably a little boring just here to see this, but like, you know, you've got to do this tiny bit at the start, and then after you can do just more fun activities that are like not like this monotonous, let's say. Okay. All right, cool. Now I want to see if I can remember what by clicking on here, what was potberry wine? I needed honey, cooking mix, and potberries. So we got the potberries. I'm gonna get the 10 cooking mix. Cooking mix costs like cooking mix costs like 10 berries each. So we'll just do this right now. We'll go back to the store, Bucks Galore. We'll go sell max, got 360. Now I'll buy 10 cooking mixes. I don't think they sell honey. They sell a queen bee for 1,000, which by the way is a complete ripoff. Never do this. I almost bought one here. You could buy it for 300 off other players. So like, That's 700 berries that you could waste. This is why it's so important to know the market. Always look at the market here. I wonder if I could buy. So here I go search, I type in honey, view listings. Okay. So people have queen bees and it just does it for them. I'm gonna buy like 60 honeys. What is 24 times 3? 72 honeys. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that now. Okay. Low trust score. No. Oh, because once again, they didn't want me buying something off somebody that they think is a bad deal. So maybe I can buy 3 only, just because it might have looked like a ridiculous transaction from a new account. We'll see if I can buy 3. Oh no. Okay, so I can't do it. So I'm unable to buy until I get a better trust score. So I just got to do more of this stuff, which means I can't get the potberry wine right now. I've got to do other things. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, we'll go to the bottom. I think the decor place was one. We'll talk to Honor. Craft your corn maze with precision. Choose regular for classic. Blah blah blah. Right. So no, I've got to. There's somebody here where I need to talk to them to buy my own speck of land, and then it'll work this way. But it is a sort of very interesting game. You know, I'm showing you a bit of it. You see here, I've already burnt up like 1/5 of what I. What am I saying? Like 7/10 of my energy, and all I have to do is sort of just go around, play this quest, and I will be able to get to the 3,000 points. So I'm going to go over here to the dashboard quickly and just show you guys where we are. Maybe it's updated, maybe it's not, but let's just check it out. How many points? Yeah, so it hasn't updated yet because it's not putting the other things in. So 250. Things you can do, by the way, is you can go and like one of their tweets, connect your Twitter to your account, all those things. By doing this, where is it? Is it social? You can go in here, connect like sort of all of these things. Connecting this stuff helps you also get extra points. I think it's really cool. You know, one of the things that I wanted to show you guys today is, like I said, this is a somewhat addictive game, but I want you guys to try it. Don't go in there and just start spending and whatever. You guys can get to at least 3,000 points and put yourself in the spot to have a chance to win that airdrop. And if you want to take it really seriously, get all strategic, I'm sure there's a way to get in the top 7,000 of players by doing so. I'm sure there is. So that's pretty much it for the video. I just want to cue the outro. Thanks for watching to the end. What did you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you got value, let others know by liking and sharing the video and subscribing to the channel so you continue to get the most up-to-date alpha. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.